Greetings, Ashen here with another Comic Books in Review. Yes. Well, if you're new here, let me break it down for you real quick. In the first portion, I review comics that I picked up last Wednesday. In the second portion, I suggest comics you might want to pick up next Wednesday. Gives you a nice rounded picture. Anyway, without further ado, let's get to my first comic of the week. That is... DCeased Dead Planet, number 2. I can't say enough good things about this series. It's just wonderful and somehow always manages to keep things fresh and interesting. Let's check out some of the art real quick. This volume is turning out to be one of my favorites so far. I love how Constantine is in the spotlight, and it's completely awesome to see Swamp Thing completely unleashed. This story is definitely not for people who don't know what's going on so far, but if you've been reading DCeased up to this point, then I think you'll be exceedingly satisfied. The next title is a testament to why you should listen to my suggestions sometimes. The comic book I'm talking about is... Legends of the Dark Knights. Yes, if you don't know, this comic book has become quite pricey, and I did recommend it last week. Let me go ahead and show you one of the reasons why. This is a supplementary book that goes over a lot of the characters that are in Dark Knight's death metal. It gives you their origins, which are shocking in many cases, such as what we have here, the Robin King, probably the most brutal story in the lot. For some reason, this appearance has made the book very valuable. It's sold out nearly everywhere, and you can't find it for generally less than 20 bucks. I do recommend this book because it is a fun read, but if you didn't manage to snag a copy, well, I'm sorry. There's no easy way to get a physical copy. Next up, we have another Batman-based series. That is... Batman, The Adventures Continue, number 3. This is a fun read, and one thing I will say is, the art has definitely improved. I guess as of issue 3, they started taking this a little more seriously. Not only does the storytelling feel classic, but now the art does too. It's a vast improvement over what we saw in the first 2 issues, and I'm really enjoying the introduction of Deathstroke. If you enjoyed Batman the Animated Series, then this will definitely bring back some of that enjoyment. Alright, well that's all the comics I have to review this week. The second portion is now. The first comic I suggest is... X-Force, number 11, by Benjamin Percy. In my opinion, this is the best out of the Jonathan Hickman X series that have been out. There's a lot of intrigue, it's been brutal, it's been fun, it's a real roller coaster. So if you're interested in the darker side of X-Men adventures, check out X-Force number 11. The next title I have for you is Dark Knights Death Metal number 3. This has been such a crazy ride so far. I'm interested in seeing what the worldscape is going to be like now that the Darkest Knight is in play. Especially now that he's anointed his sidekick, the Robin King. The last title I have to suggest is Venom, number 27. As a disclaimer, I don't usually talk about titles involving Donny Cates, but we're having a run of first appearances, and I think you should know about them. Last issue we were introduced to a character named Virus, somebody capable of hijacking mechanical devices, and this time it seems we'll be introduced to some sort of aspect of Null. I don't know if it'll count as a new character or not, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Well, I appreciate all of you who watched this video, especially those who made it this far. It really means a lot to me, and I'm hoping that I'm providing some kind of service, something to give you some suggestions and maybe open your eyes to something you may not have thought of before. Whatever the case is, thank you so much, and I hope you all have a great evening. Yes.